friends here at Celsius for sitting sick. We're so excited to bring this chat and meditation to you right at your home. I'm here with Corinna. We're located in Celsius in Williamsburg on North 7th. If you haven't visited us, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. we host the show, and you get to check out amazing, inspiring guests from all over the world. And we get to learn about what they are passionate about, whether it's sustainability, meditation, or whatever their passions are. We have some exciting guests for 2019. This is Lisa.
Hi. Happy New Year. Welcome. Excited to have you as our first guest of the year. And yeah, excited to hear everything when it comes to tidying up in our home and creating some mental space through the act of tidying. As some of you know, just moved, so this is very, very relevant to me and resonating so much. So I'm excited to do this.
Yeah, and I'm sure many of you at home either have just recently moved or just want to refresh your home in a new, inspiring way that has meaning. So tell us a little bit about what you do and how you bring organization to your life and others.
So I'm a certified KonMari consultant. I was trained by Marie Kondo program. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of the life-changing method of tidying up. It's a tiny little book, and Marie Kondo wrote it. And so she's the inventor of the method. And basically, it's a decluttering and organizing method based in Zen. Marie Kondo is from Japan. And so it's really very simple. You tidy by categories, and there's 5 broad categories. So you move from more easier items to different ones. So the broad categories are clothing, books, papers, and then kimono, which is miscellaneous items. So that's kimono. Basically everything else, like we have a lot of subcategories like kitchen items or bathroom items, things like that. And the last category is mental sentiment. So typically the most difficult category because a lot of emotions are attached to items. And so the idea is we move from easier items to check or your only sense of joy, because the basic principle is you decide on whether you want to keep or let go of the item, whether it sparks joy. So the things, does it actively choose the items you want to stop yourself with? So it's really the focus on that, what do you want to keep around, and not so much on what do you want to throw away. It's not, the focus is not on that. And what enhances your life, what supports you in your life. So that's really the basic principle. Like you type a category and choose what sparks joy for you, and choose the items in your life with gratitude. Also the items that you go. So thank the items for your service. So the whole method, I think, is also so popular because it's a lot about mindfulness, and it's a sustainable practice because ideally you do want something like time, and then stick to it because your mind changes. Like it's very interesting to watch. It has long-lasting effects. It's not just about aesthetics. It has a lot of positive effects in other areas of life as well.
And in terms of this method, how has it changed or impacted your life?
So I would say, I've never been a really messy person, I would say. I was always a really organized person. So when it came to the last kick, I don't know, to really be able to let go of those items holding on to, you think you just have to keep around. When I read the book, it resonated with me so much. But so she was like a step further. Like I was able to let go of things I thought I just have to hold on to. So it, but I think the biggest change was just once I discovered the consultancy program, like I knew I wanted to help people like change their life in this new path. So I think my life changed in a way that I became a consultant. Not through the method so much. Although I've spoken to a lot of consultants who were like very disorganized and like, had a lot of clutter. So by going through the method, their life changed in a very profound way. Yeah.
So when I hear like the two words of life changing, in terms of me, like I feel like I'm serving by teaching yoga and meditation, and it goes beyond that, just like connecting to community. What are some maybe examples or stories of how you change someone's life?
So I would say people become more mindful just about, in general, the items. Like people become more conscious in their shopping behavior. They just think more about. They're not as mindless anymore about acquiring things. They're just take a step back and just think, and then also it's just by removing the clutter, really declutter your mind space as well. People find like they have more time as well, like they have more time to pursue the things they really care about. And it's funny, like usually people don't realize that they're so wrapped up in like caring about the things. And and once you're only surrounded by the things you care about and that have a place, like that's another very important thing. It's really easy to maintain it, and you don't have to really think about your stuff anymore because everything is in place.
Yeah.
You can really fully live your life. So it frees up this like space, I would say, to pursue things. Yeah, what you're meant to pursue, and really like people find their purpose in a way.
Yeah.
Brennan, do you have any questions?
So I think I've asked you this question before, and I guess there's no one answer to it. How long does it generally take to go through the full method and go through like all the categories from clothing to
So I get this question a lot. Typically, one of the first questions when I talk to people is, and the answer is, I don't know. So it really depends on several factors. It's first how big is your home. So in New York, we have small spaces. So it's strictly like in a smaller space just to undertake the sorting aspect, So that's one aspect. How big is your place? Then of course, how many items do you have? Like how many things do you actually have to go through? Like some people, they have a storage unit, so you have to get the stuff in the storage unit.
Yeah.
Because you do it by padding, you don't do it by
Room and space, yeah.
by location, exactly. And then the third factor is just how quickly is the person or the client in making decisions. So for some people, they're super quick. They know exactly like what sparks joy for them. Like it's really easy for them to go into the concept. And for some, it's like I don't really know what sparks joy for me. And how to find this out. So it's a lot of talking, really get deeper, and I have to do more explaining what it means when something sparks joy for them. So it's basically how fast the person works. So it's these three factors, I would say. So I've seen people complete everything or almost everything in like 7 hours. And it's
Whoa.
and she had like almost nothing. Like a small.
I'm so jealous.
7 hours, that's only one day's work.
Yeah. So I'm not even. She did papers on her own, but like gathered and she did it as homework. But yeah, everything else.
Wow.
Like it was wicked. Wow. It was really. And then you know, I had a person I worked with her on clothing for 9 hours, and we're still not done. So it's really interesting. It's so individual. So it can range from just a couple hours, which is rare, to just multiple sessions over weeks, months.
How often do you get this phenomenon where clients are just flabbergasted at how many things they have? So, you know, you think you have like just a couple of shoes, and then you lay them all out, and it turns out you have like 100.
I mean, all the time. So, and that's why it's so powerful to like category.
Yeah.
Like, most people are really like, oh my god, I have so much.
Yeah, just the sheer volume.
It's like, I call it the power of the pile.
Yeah.
Because it's like a shock effect, you know? People are, like surprised that they have this much stuff. Or they want to pile up clothing, usually do it on the bed. Sometimes the mountain is higher than the person themselves. So it's intense.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, they are surprised, like flabbergasted.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
And then when you do a session with your clients, you kind of stay with them all day and help them
So
go
typically,
through.
a session, it depends. So typically a session is like about 5 hours. It depends on the person. Like you cannot imagine how draining it is.
Yeah.
Like emotional, nothing physical aspects.
Yeah.
But just the making like constant decision about each and every item is really exhausting.
Yeah.
So typically like after 5 hours we stop, and then I have to do like a little
Homework.
Like I usually try to complete as much clothing as possible in the first session. And again, it depends. Some people are like this, others not. And sometimes we only, if it's like a huge amount of clothing, we only do a couple subcategories. So we do not lay everything out.
Yeah.
It's like so much because I want to leave the client like, you know, not overwhelmed
Yeah.
by like a pile of stuff.
Yeah.
So we try to clean up as much as possible. Or they do it on their own, you know, they just leave when they started and then so it depends. Like some people need a couple subcategories on their own, but typically what I do is like guide them through the whole method.
Amazing.
What's Mark's story for you?
Oh.
That's what I keep hearing. What sparks joy for me is, I mean, definitely doing what I love. I feel like I have found, you know, I've worked in different bosses and companies, and now like going out on my own with something totally different. It sparks so much joy for me, like growing my business and doing like everything on my own, although it's like exhausting at times. I mean, I'm sure you guys know. But it's just so exciting, and also like, you know, it's so interesting to meet all kinds of people. I mean, it's so interesting, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that.
Well, we're going to begin our meditation. Before we do that, can you tell us where we can find you and how you can book the session?
So you can go to my website. It's lisacelebidis.com.
Can you say it one more time? I know it's beeping. Go.
lisacelebidis.com. It's LISATSELEBIDIS.com. KonMariIDNS.com, and my Instagram handle is the same, and all the contact information is there. So yeah, you can find me there, or you can DM me.
Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah.
For those that are with us, do you have any questions before I start? No? Questions? Okay, great. Well, it is the beginning of the year. Some of the words that I kept hearing while we were chatting were sparking joy. One other aspect which I think would be really nice to explore is leaving things behind that are not serving, decluttering, unpacking. I don't know about you, but definitely I feel like 2018, when I asked people, how was 2018, everyone was like, it was so hard.
Yes.
I think it was a big year for transformation and really facing the truth. And it's not just a one-day fix. So it's a constant mindfulness in terms of how we're living, whether it's in our home, whether it's who we're surrounding ourselves with, the activity you choose to do, what you put in your body, as well as mindfulness that we'll start to explore today. So, depending where you are, if you're sitting in a chair like us, maybe placing your feet on the ground, allowing your buttock bones, which are your sitting bones, to press down into your blanket or chair or whatever else that you can be sitting on. If you're sitting comfortably in your home, like a crisscross leg, maybe placing a pillow or a blanket underneath you. Let's all close our eyes. Just take a moment to check in where you are this morning. Taking a big breath in. Allow your jaw to drop down and let the breath move out through your mouth. And as we're embarking on this practice for today, really thinking about how we're stepping forward with joy into the new year, it's important to check in where our beginning place is, our beautiful canvas that we're creating for this practice and for our life. As we start to look at that, without overthinking it, starting with something tangible and accessible, like watching the breath. So first take notice what's connecting to the earth, whether it's your feet, whether it's your seat, your hands, whatever it is. Take a few moments to explore what that feels like. And allow your breath to support that experience by breathing in through your nose. Watch the breath move on. Starting this awareness and checking in point. Start from the very points of your toes, touching the earth or touching your blanket, whatever it is. And then moving the energy upwards towards the tops of your feet, your ankles, up towards your knees, the thighs, your seat connecting to the earth, the space around your lower back, front body. Moving the energy upwards towards the space of your navel. And start taking big belly breaths here. Take a big breath in. Almost as if you can watch the belly rise and take a big breath out through your mouth. Do that a few more times. Watch the belly rise as you take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And starting to move the energy upwards towards the spaciousness of your lungs. And maybe using some imagery to see the lungs butterfly open and close. Taking a big breath in. And see the wings close. See them open as you take a big breath in. See them draw in. And one more big breath in. Start to feel the weightiness of the gravity around you, but at the same time giving a little element of lift from the element of grounding. Moving the energy upwards towards the space of your heart. See if you can watch close enough that you can feel either the heart beating, maybe even listening to your heartbeat. If other sounds around you start to become more prominent, just bring it back to the front. to bring your attention and awareness around the space of your throat, and your shoulders, allowing that to move downwards. Letting the breath move in, letting the breath move out. See if you can feel the subtlety of your breath moving in through your nose. Start to feel the attention move towards the space of the mouth and the jaw. Actively allowing the jaw to start to release any gripping or holding. Allow the tongue to move to the bottom of the mouth, creating a beautiful passageway for your breath. Taking a big breath in. And a big breath out. Starting to move your attention towards the space of your overall face, any sensations you might feel there. Feeling the space around your eyes. Feeling them at ease without any gripping or holding. See if you can watch the breath yet again, from inside out. Moving the energy upwards towards the space of your forehead, feel the lightness around that area. Moving the energy all the way upwards to the most highest point of your physical being, energetic being, and your breath being all the way through the crown of your head. Feel your hands are making contact either to the physical body or anything else that you might be placing your hands. Take a big breath in, bring your hands to your heart center into a prayer. Feel that connection to your heart space, maybe allowing the thumb to touch down to the sternum as you spread the rest of your fingertips wide. As you start to embark on this meditation and mindfulness, take a few moments to explore and allow whatever thoughts that come in that are serving when you hear the word joy. What are some images or sensations that might come up for you? And if it's hard or becomes less tangible, bring it right back to the breath. When you hear the word joy, what comes up for you? Really allowing yourself to face that with the breath, this inward gaze. So we're taking a look into that space of what joy might look like or how it starts to show up in your life. Let's take 3 big breaths here into that. Take a big breath in. And a big breath in. Take a big breath in. And a big breath in. Starting to move the breath towards the space of joy, whether it's a specific place within our physical self, or energetic self, or a situation in our life. Where would you like to send this breath of joy? Allow it to come up for you here. Again, if your mind starts to drift away, bring it back to watching the belly breaths. Where would you like to send this energy of joy? Creating a spaciousness with the breath, inviting the breath in. Feel the grounding and support as the energy starts to move upwards and outwards. Allowing the word joy to be the mantra that we keep coming back to. So it's something that you're repeating in your mind's eye or your inner voice. Take a big breath in. Joy. Take a big breath out. Take a big breath in. Joy. Take a big breath out. Taking a few moments to explore this in your own time, in your own way. Allow it to move from a place that resonates with you right in this moment. Take a big breath in, joy. Take a big breath out. So start to breathe into this very space. Maybe take notice if there's an overall feeling or color that might start to show up for you as you start to take even a deeper inward gaze. And allow that overall feeling or sensation or imagery to wash over your whole body from the crown of your head all the way down to the base of your spine and your limbs. Take a big breath in. Joy. Take a big breath out. Moving in towards a space of affirmation, giving yourself permission to move with courage towards that space of joy. Whether it's in your physical home, those that you choose to surround yourself with, or how you choose to just spend your time, energy, or essence. I give myself permission to move towards space of joy with courage. I give myself permission to move towards the space of joy with courage. I give myself permission to move towards the space of courage, towards joy. As you're starting to move these words in your physical body, in your energetic body, bring it back to something simple, simply drawing the energy right from the navel space. This is your inward sun, but where we start to energetically move that space of courage forward. Taking a few belly breaths here. Give myself permission to move towards joy with courage. Take one more community breath here. Take a big breath in. Big audible breath out. One more. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Place your hands, palms over palm, connecting to your heart space right over the chest or the sternum. If that's accessible to you, practice. Moving it towards a space of healing as we start to manifest it towards a space of joy. I heal myself from anything that's blocking me from joy. I heal myself from anything that's blocking me from joy. I heal myself from anything that is blocking me from the space of joy. Allow those words to maybe touch down to your space of your heart, however that might be in your own words. Anytime that you feel like your mind is wandering and you move outside of yourself, start to watch the space of the heart and feel how the breath is moving into your palms. So we're breathing into this space. Start to imagine there's a golden thread from the space of your navel, the space of your courage, all the way down towards your heart. And with each breath, this golden thread becomes more vibrant, more illuminated, and full of joy. We'll take 5 abundant breaths here. One more heartful breath here. Take a big breath in. Fill up into your palms at your heart space and a big audible breath out. Moving down to one last place in the physical body and energetic body blink. Just bring your hands to your heart center. Then draw your fingertips nice and wide into a prayer. Free up your thumb space and then start to connect your thumb space towards the space of your brows. Start to move that energy upwards with a little bit of energy and sensation there. Once you place your thumbs on your brow, start to move the energy upwards. Now we're touching down on the physical body towards the space of your brows, but underneath, this is the space where we start to listen to our inner voice. And maybe this resonates with you, but sometimes when you move into a situation that is serving, you feel it. You listen to your inner voice. And the same thing goes when it's not serving. You hear it. But instead of moving away from the little messages of where you should move or move past, maybe listening to our inner voice a little bit more and trusting that where it's guiding us, supported by heart and courage, is exactly where we need to go. And this reminds us that we don't need to reach outside of ourselves to find this element of joy, that it's already there. By sending this breath awareness, or inward awareness, of the space of joy, it will start to manifest from all aspects of being a part of our life. We'll take 5 abundant breaths, really awakening our inner voice right here. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Trusting in your inner voice that will guide you towards a space of joy. One more big abundant breath here. A big audible breath out. Start to draw your hands back to your heart center. Rubbing your palms together, creating that energy. This element of friction starts to show up as if this was our mirror. And as we're looking at the mirror, we're polishing the mirror, moving things away, decluttering, unpacking our life, charging up the energy, whether it's just watching the breath or maybe something a little bit deeper that we explored. As you start to rub the palms together, start to bring your poignant energy and focus towards the space of joy where you want to manifest it. Keeping the breath nice and strong as you start to rub the palms together, breathing into that space. Calling in joy into your life. Calling joy into your life. With breath, with action. Calling joy into your life. Slow the palms down. Seal it in into your heart. Taking 3 abundant breaths here. Take a big breath in. Breathing with joy, breathe out. Take a big breath in. Breathing in and calling into that joy from all aspects of your being. And trusting your inner voice that will guide you towards a space of joy. Big breath in. And a big abundant breath out. Start to feel your shoulders move down. Sealing our practice with 3 ohms. Really manifesting all aspects of ourselves with the sounds. That emulates and really brings out all sounds of everything right from our hearts. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Namaste.
Namaste.
Take a moment just to sit with whatever you explored. Letting the light come in, feel it kiss your face, and you're experiencing natural sunlight or the light that's around you in the room. Maybe take like a mental note of where you're moving that energy and try not to forget. If you do have a journal at home or with you, maybe jotting down some things that resonate. How do you feel?
Right? Yeah, right?
How do you feel?
Good.
So we have a tradition at Sit and Sip. I always bring my oracle cards. I have like so many different decks. Exploring them and finding them wherever I go and travel. I found this Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck from Venice when I was there. It has special meaning. The day I got this deck was the day before I got my acting agent, so it has like fun meaning. I was like, bring that energy. And the story of Ganesh, whether you look at it from like mythology or the story plays, it's the element of moving past the obstacle. So it's unpacking, decluttering your life, and really calling it out towards that space. And again, it's not reaching outside of yourself. Using it as like a fun way to check in. So I do ask my guests to knock on the card 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Currently, you'll shuffle it in your left hand.
Bad.
I know my shuffling stance at that. I'll shuffle
Don't go for time.
We're going to draw 3 cards for this new year. And there'll be a little message If you have any questions that pops up while you're meditating, feel free to reach me. I'm at Mandalorian Yoga. We'll be streaming this live on the Instagram feed, as well as little clips in IGTV. We're going to try to bring that in this year. All right, we'll do one more shuffle, and we'll draw our 3 cards. And then everyone here get to choose their own card that will have their personal message for you. Yes. All right, let's see. Let's see where my shuffling skills are. Start with attitude.
Yeah, it's a little more professional than to be honest.
I'm trying to work on this.
Aha.
They're just very big cards. Okay, so let's draw them out. Use a choose one. Oh, any. Follow your intuition. Okay. Innocence. I love that. Very much. Choose one. And then I'll talk specific meaning on each card and how we can drop it in.
Childlike expression.
Wow, a lot of
Ooh.
beautiful, playful energy here. And I'll choose one. I like one at a time. Inner knowing is so specific, very specific. And we'll pass the cards around. This will be your personal card, your personal message for yourself. While I prepare and get this right. So let's bring in these 3 things for the new year. Innocence. You know, I think sometimes, especially when you're adulting, we live in New York City or if you're visiting, it can become super serious where you start to forget that innocence that you were brought into this world with, that fun, playful, almost like ingenue feeling. So sometimes bringing that back can be really interesting, you know, how you look at things. And sometimes you could be looking at the same tree your whole life and you change your perspective and the tree looks different. You discover something new in it, having that innocence. I want to read specifics on that. Let's get my little 2 cents. Childlike expression. Same thing. They're all like a nice, beautiful story. You know, how do we express ourselves? You know, when I'm not teaching yoga and meditation, finding the element of play through acting. It could be trying something new. I went roller skating, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. That was like, oh my God, coming back, I felt like I was 16 again. So doing things that you're like used to bringing into your life and you know, bring it back.
Yeah.
What is a childlike expression for you?
Just allowing myself to play, like not, as you said, work and adult all the time.
Right.
Allowing myself to do fun things. Yeah, eat it. I don't know, ready to go roller skating. I love it.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, yes.
Let's do that next week.
Yeah.
Just running around outside, exploring, just maybe not doing anything specific, but just wandering around, exploring things with a childlike mind, you know, seeing, as you said, maybe the tree that you've seen a million times, but seeing it with your eyes. Yeah.
So,
What comes to mind is, I don't know, dancing.
yes.
Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's dancing in your room,
Yeah.
try it out.
Yeah.
All right, inward knowing. So we talked about that a little bit in this meditation. We're really listening to your inner voice, so that speaks directly to that. Or with the little messages that go along. It's getting loud in here. You know, people are getting their New Year's laundry in, but I'll try to talk loud. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll definitely break it down a little bit more in the story. Yes. Everyone see their card?
Yeah.
Innocence. The simplest gestures of love and respect can prevail over even the toughest hearts. Wow. In this card, the lightness of the aura around Ganesha portrays innocence. By being soft and still, you give the universe opportunity to assist you in creating your desires. Be willing to release any cynicism. This is a cynical person sometimes. Could be, gotta get out of my own way. Have you noticed yourself becoming increasingly critical over time? It could be over yourself or others. So really allowing that to peel away. As you gather more experience, sometimes familiar, the familiarity of a situation can cause you to lose touch with your innocence. It is only natural to expect similar outcomes as you had in the past when similar situations present themselves in your life.
Don't forget, though, that change and transformation are always possible. That change and transformation are always possible. Childlike expression. Let's see what this one says. This one should be fun. Childlike expression. In truth, within every soul exists an aspect known as the inner child. So it's all inside ourselves. You can champion your inner child's emotional life by listening carefully to what you need and want in your own heart. You may have been taught to give up your own desires for the sake of others. I'm going to read that again. You may have been taught to give up your own desires for the sake of others. I think, speaking from the woman's perspective, women identifying, I feel like we're almost taught that from the beginning age that you have to care for everyone else, which is great, an element of service. But then what happens to your own desires and your experience? We're taught, do all these things, go to college, do all this stuff, and then you become a mom, which is great. And then you forget about all these things. So can you still have all those things and still call out what your inner child always wanted and still be of service? That's the biggest task. So practice your trusting your own inner knowing and senses. Give your inner child love and a voice. So always remembering that you have a voice, whatever path that you choose, even when you are in service. The last one, inner knowing. I feel like they're all speaking to the same thing. It's one big story. And that's pretty much what Oracle Cards is. It's not telling the future or anything like that. It's these inspirations that you can bring. Inner knowing. You have a place inside of you that holds the most significant answers. So listening to them. That's what we're talking about with the voice. Within each of us lies our own intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in a space within us. The spark of the divine, which is inside of all of us, waits patiently for us to tune in and retrieve the guidance. This is time for soul searching. Cool. Thank you so much. What's your card? Oh! And we'll just trail off with those words.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh, no,
Wait,
your
you-
person card.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the group. Wow. And then we'll all read it and I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Openness is my word.
Reflection.
What's yours?
Acceptance.
Acceptance. What's your word?
Oh, but we have our
Desert.
Desert.
Personal
Desert.
cards, right?
Belonging.
Belonging.
Oh, sorry. Capacity to love.
Capacity to love.
Ooh.
The forever journey.
Spiritual practice.
Spiritual practice. And yours?
Empowerment.
Empowerment.
Love it.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely check out our links on Celsius and Mandatory Yoga. If you do want to take my classes, I teach at Y7 all around the city in LA. Laughing Lotus, we're actually doing meditation months, so you'll see, if you do take my classes there, it'll be a little finer look at it. And I teach a very special class called TGIF, and I bring either live music theme, live music. Some of the highlights this week, I'm doing Deep House this week. Next week I have Soul Cafe, which I have an amazing singer coming in. Week after that, live African drums. That's one word.
Also, if you want to check out what Slim does, she will be at Celsius again on January 12th, which is going to be her big clean extravaganza where you're celebrating 1 year of Celsius, plus the new year and all things cleaning and cleansing. So we will be hosting a workshop, so stay tuned on Instagram, and we'll also be mailing out all the information. Stop by Celsius on 7th Street to get more information on how to sign up and get started on decluttering.
Thanks for tuning in. Next week we have Fan Jam. Beautiful ladies that are based in Harlem and have beautiful head wraps. We'll learn about the power of head wraps and how it empowers women all over the world. And we'll talk about that. See you soon. Namaste.
Bye.